You're listening to the Absolutely Cosmic Podcast.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Absolutely Cosmic Podcast, where we talk about anything and everything self-improvement from the nerdy perspective. I'm your host, Joshua Salgado. And have you ever pointed at something? I'm pointing at you right now because the listener, you guys are the important ones. Have you ever pointed at something? I want to make a metaphor here. If I point at something with my finger, I'm not looking at my finger. I'm not looking at the tip of my finger. I'm looking at what I'm pointing at. And oftentimes we lose direction in what we're supposed to do. And as a very new business owner and content creator, I'm an extreme student right now. I think throughout life, you are a student of life, no matter what. That is what humility is, being a student of life. And I may be paraphrasing and kind of quoting things that I've heard or learned or read. So please do pardon me if this is someone else's saying. But when you begin your business, when you begin your content creation journey, when you begin a journey, maybe it's a creative project, whatever it is, right? You are a leader. You are a leader of your community and your population that you influence. Whether it is on the internet solely, right? Making YouTube videos, making podcasts, whatever it is, right? Whether it's that or you're in person, right? You're an in-person leader, whether it's work, whatever it is, you are a leader. If you start a business, whether it's a brick and mortar shop or you're solely online, you are still a leader within the community. Even if it's wherever you're based out of, you're locally a leader. Wherever you were raised, that is who you can lead. Your population, your target audience, the people that you want to help. You are a leader. And what is a leader? My definition is a leader is someone who has taken oath to a life or an authority of servitude. What does that mean? My responsibility as a leader is to serve my people, is to serve the people that embody whatever it is, right? And this isn't just military leadership, right? Because I'm in the Air Force, right? This isn't just a lesson from leadership in the military, but I have seen that the best leaders, whether it's work or the military or business owners, they live a life of servitude to their people, to their troops, to the people. And I don't like saying to the people under them, but to the people that they build, to the people that they are forging to do tasks or to accomplish a mission. You are at a level of servitude. And if you are a leader in business, let's do some math. If you're a business owner, right, or a content creator, that equals being a leader, right? So if you're a leader, you must take an oath to servitude. So that means that if you are a business owner or a content creator, that means that inadvertently you should be taking an oath of servitude and taking care of the people that you are focusing on. And what I have seen nowadays, right? And that's why the finger metaphor, I feel like, goes well, because a lot of people are focusing so much on the sales, on making money, trying to become a millionaire today, right? Trying to become internet famous today. And they forget the idea that if you set the groundwork and the focus properly, eventually you will get to those goals of grandeur. But if you sit there and you're like, okay, sorry, again, my podcast users are going to be like, I can't see you, so there's no reference, but I'm like wiggling into the mic like a little octopus or something, I don't know. But if you lose that focus of your people and you're just trying to focus on sales, marketing, money, those are important in a business, right? Creating content, right? The formula, virality, right? Those are things you think about, right? SEO, politicaling, that's not even a word, politicizing or being, networking with people, right? That's kind of important, right? I guess. But all these things aren't as important as the people that you have taken an oath to serve. Because if you're creating a product, service, or entertainment, right? Your goal is to provide something for people. And when you realize that if you have 5 people or 100,000 people, it doesn't matter. If you're helping 5 people, that's what matters. And I'd rather create 5, and I don't know if I necessarily want to put a label of raving fans, right? I want to create super fans, right? I want to create people that value and truly care about what I have to create, and I can actually genuinely help and take it personally and care and emotionally tied with what I'm creating. And if that's only 5 people, so be it. And there's a saying that I want to mention. An author knows how many books he or she is going to sell based on how many he or she gives away. And why is that? Because when you take away the value that you want to provide, right? And I'm taking this lesson from Alex Hormozi. So this is kind of a lesson from Alex Hormozi. The Game is his podcast, and he's literally like an internet guru. I am a super fan of his content. Like, I love his content and what he provides. And he feels like just a real person who cares about business and cares about, spreading his ideas and philosophy. And he's very good at it. He's very good at sales. Maybe that's why I like him so much, is because he's good at sales and he's just genuine and cares about his audience. But he talks about how everyone's so quick to cash out early. They want to make money quick. And I think that falls into fame when it comes to this whole YouTube phenomena and the social media phenomena. I think that comes into business. That's primarily what he's talking about. I think everybody's so quick on making money, and you start a coaching business and you want to make money quick, right? So let's make a social media marketing program, right? An SMMA, right? Everybody's so focused on making money and not thinking about the long term. Because here's the thing: is you want to make $1 million today, so you're going to just be cutthroat, right? You're going to be impersonable. You're not going to just be yourself and figure out your business that way. And it's not even about yourself. It's about who you serve, right? Because my focus is helping people. And you're going to be like, well, Josh, you've created a t-shirt shop that, you're making money, right? Yes, that is an avenue for me to make money. That is a commerce platform, right? But the entertainment, at the very least, or maybe, I don't know, I'm not that wise. I'm kind of a dingleberry. I'm freaking goofy as fuck. Oh God. I haven't decided yet. It's okay to swear, but I haven't decided yet if I want to fully lean into that, because I'll get carried away into swearing. But where was I? So yes, you have to focus on the people. And yes, obviously I have a t-shirt shop where I design t-shirts. But even then, my focus is on entertaining, creating joy, creating that cool community, right? That feeling of like, yeah, I wear my tank tops as gym whenever they're clean. Creating something for people, to serve people, to take care of people. Because at the end of the day, if you focus on your people, yeah, you may not make any money in the beginning, right? You may be negative, right? You may have to pay out of your own pocket and be working another job or whatever it is, right? Until you can slowly build yourself up. But I'd rather do it the slow route, and then in 25 to 30 years, be that much more ahead, because you've created a platform of people that you genuinely care about, right? That you can genuinely help and entertain, whatever it is, right? Serve, but also a platform of people that genuinely care about what you have to say, what you have to offer, what you're going to create or provide. And if I focus on the people, right? Because the thing is this, is Alex Hormozi talks about this: create value for your customers. I don't like the term customers. Create value for the people that you serve. Alex Hormozi talks about it a lot. Extra value. Like, if you want to get ahead, create more and more value than what you just pay, right? If they're paying $100 for a service, right? Give them $1,000 worth of value. And people will be like, oh, well, why don't I just make a sale? And instead of 100, turn it to $50, price it at 50. Yeah, you can do that. And that's an excellent way to provide more value. But what if if you're a fitness coach, what if you made videos online about fitness, whether it's a podcast platform or you go to a gym and you show exercises or whatever it is, right? Create that and provide it to your people. What if, like with my t-shirt shop, and I've thought about this, giveaways, right? Or even like coupons that I have to pay for, right? There is several people that I've created custom discount codes for because they have been super interested in the product. So I'm like, hey, listen, like basically I'll pay out of pocket for you. Just get something. That way, if you can provide more for your people, they're going to be more thankful. If you can just give them more, at the end of the day, a business is focused on helping people is going to go further than just trying to make money. And all these internet gurus, all these social media people, everybody everywhere is trying to tell you, no, you need to make money today, right now. Like, you need to be a billionaire and have this Bugatti and have this $1 million mansion and all these toys and shit, and waste your money on stupid shit. Like, if you can afford it and you're affluent enough to afford that stuff, yes, go for it. But for me personally, I'd rather not make any money, but provide value to people, care for people, serve people. I think of my online projects and endeavors with the t-shirt shop and the brand Cosmic Absolute, and then the Absolutely Cosmic podcast that's tied with it. I think of this as building a nation, building a creed of people, right? Gathering people. Think about it. the best artists, the best musicians, the best performers on a stage gather people that are so into it that they're going to raise their lighters and go back and forth when that emotional song comes on. You want that kind of level of interaction. You want that level of passion for your people. And that is the focus, right? So to anyone who's starting out, who's like kind of worried about, first of all, what people are going to think of them, well, focus on, can this help somebody? And if it's not helping somebody else directly, are you documenting your progress, making content creation? I was talking to my buddy. I'll shout you out, Louis. You're on the right path, dude. You're going to be doing cool things, I think, with your project hopefully coming up. But like, you want to document your journey of what you're doing right now with your life and fitness and stuff like that. And you never know the people that you can inspire who might be in a similar situation or might be a lot younger or might be a lot older, and give them that one little badge of hope. So full scale, right? Why am I saying this? Because if you set the ground layer, right, an iceberg, think of an iceberg, only like 10 to 20% of the iceberg is above the water. So if I go below the water and I set a heavy bottom, right, a heavy bottom that anchors it into the water and holds the weight down, if I'm focused on building and caring for my people at that bottom, right, the top is going to be much more, it's going to be larger, right, at the end of the day. And if you stop focusing on growth and money and sales and trying to be famous or trying to make a lot of money, inadvertently you will be more successful. It sounds weird, right? It sounds weird because most people tell you, you just focus on getting money. Yeah. Yes, have a budget. Yes, think of ways to make money, right? But don't become so focused solely on that you forget as a business owner, leader, right? As a leader, what your purpose is, what your importance is. It's the people. It's the people. And we often forget that. And I think a lot of people on social media, they want to start SMMA, they want to be famous, they want to be an influencer. But why do you want to influence? What is your purpose to influence? Is it for the number of subscribers? Is it to make some money on YouTube ad revenue? Because at the end of the day, you're going to get burnt out. And for me, I was talking to my girlfriend right before I decided to make this podcast. I realized that even if it's just a small group of people that I am personally connected to that listen to my podcast, I want to shout out to Kyle, Louis, Jeremy, Madison, my girlfriend, all my friends in the service who are listening, everybody, all my personal friends who have reached out to me and been like, hey, listen, I really love your stuff, and who have been avid listeners from the beginning, 7 weeks ago now, as the time of recording this. I want to say thank you for listening so much. And you guys are a testament to this episode and giving me ideas and things to talk about, because I genuinely care about you and I appreciate that you reach out to me and give me the feedback. And I want to help you guys whatever way I can, being a friend and whatever way I can, right? And to all my other viewers, I have viewers from Brussels, viewers in California. I have viewers in the Midwest. I have viewers in Washington, and not just Washington State. I mean, Washington, D.C. area, might be more Virginia. I have viewers all over right now at a very small level, but I want to appreciate you guys for listening. But when you focus on your people, like I am right now, you won't lose sight of it. You won't lose sight of what you're supposed to do. You can go further faster. I want to talk about a personal story because I don't want to talk about other people and how they're not doing enough. So when I got back from my deployment, I knew I wanted to do content creation stuff. I started an Instagram page. My focus, I think I was kind of on a fence, right? I wanted to help people, but I was trying to come across from a perspective that I wasn't, right? So I was doing things like I was reading books, and then I would do like lessons that I learned, which I think I might integrate back again, but remaining from this perspective in this position, a frame that I'm at right now. And just being truly myself. But this was when Andrew Tate and all these red pill people who were tough and strong and no emotion, whatever, were big. So I wanted to be tough and no emotion and be cool, right? And again, I failed. I burnt out. I couldn't even do one video a week because I was focused on the wrong things. I was focused on trying to become famous and trying to do this and that. Whereas now I'm literally filming podcasts on my own talking. I'm driven to do it because I want to create stuff for people to listen to. And I know that the people that are listening are enjoying it, right? They're entertained by it at the very least, of me making little jokes or me going, on the camera, right? That wasn't a burp, I swear. So I'll leave you with this. instead of focusing on your finger when you're pointing at, right? If your finger is the project, right? You're pointing at someone, right? That could be disrespectful in some cultures, so I'm sorry. But you're pointing at someone. Focus on that person that you're trying to help. Focus on that person that you're trying to provide for and serve. And you're just going to continually have a greater purpose to create. And the saying, I have a friend who he's really strong. He's really smart. He's just a good dude, really intelligent in finance world. We call him the finance man. He's from a friend from in the service. He says, if you build it, they will come. If you build it, they will come. I'm pretty sure that's a reference to Noah's Ark and Moses, but he means in the term of he loves business. He loves talking about business and finance. That's kind of his because he's an accountant. And that sticks with me a lot because if you build it, they will come. Why are you building it and who are you building it for? If you build it for them, they will come. If you build it for them, they will come. Don't get so focused on trying to be famous. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We have people that literally act like idiots online and they're famous, but there's no purpose. And if they're not helping people, genuinely helping people, I don't know. It just seems distasteful and mediocre to me. And I mean, don't be like me where I tried to be famous because then you're just going to get burnt out and you're going to be frustrated because you're going to focus on the views. Think of your views and think of subscribers or your likes as real people because they are. They're people watching your stuff. To me, that is the most humbling thing is someone would really want to listen to me. Out of all people, just some dude rambling, in his room on a podcast. So that extreme appreciation comes. But then if you're helping people, if you're providing content for people, if you're providing entertainment for people, that's what's important. That's what's important. And it's not even just about content creation, your personal relationships. If you're helping those around you, I don't know, to me, I've realized that it's just intoxicating to see somebody grow and be able to help them or entertain them or just be able to be yourself around your personal relationships. And when you're authentic, I feel like almost a friendship, right? This is a weird, there's a few layers of camera lenses, right? And screens until I get to the person. But I feel like it's almost a level of friendship to you guys. Like the folks in Brussels, the 3 people now that I checked right before filming this that are listening, it's like, whoa, it's like a pen pal type of thing, right? And I want to hear from you guys. I genuinely want to hear feedback wise. I have a lot planned. I have interviews out the wazoo. I have episodes out the wazoo planned. So if you're really, really interested in this content, please do share this with people you think would benefit or think would be truly interested or entertaining. Because that's honestly, I think the coolest part is hearing other people's stories and how I'm helping. I don't know, it's just so humbling. And so I'm so appreciative that the people that have reached out to me or the people that do listen regularly care. Okay. So I want to say thank you guys. And my goal is to serve you guys and to help you guys and to entertain you guys, the audience, my viewers. Again, I'm not trying to ramble. This was a random, I just had this thought at the gym today. I was like, this is important to talk about because so many people forget to lay down the groundwork, set the roots in. You're so focused on making money today and rushing. Do it for the sake of doing it. Do it for the sake of it being challenging. Do it for the sake of learning. Do it for the sake of just spending years and years without any extreme gratification. And you're going to go further. And the most important thing is do it to serve others, to lead others, to be there for others, to take care of others. If you forget that, you're just going to get burnt out when things don't go your way, when things fail. And that is bullcrap. That is ridiculous. Your purpose is not going to be outwardly. It's going to be inwardly. It's going to be selfish. And when you're so selfish, you cannot truly provide for someone else. You cannot create stuff for someone else. You cannot entertain other people. As a leader, right? And this is what has gone wrong with the world is we have become so selfish and inwardly thinking, focusing on ourselves that we forget to try to help others or try to be there for others. I think as a nation, we need to focus on that because that's where all the divide is coming from too. I'm not trying to go down a whole rabbit hole, but if you're on the verge of creating content or you are creating content and you're not focusing on how you can help others and just enjoying your audience, genuinely connecting with the people that you take care of, then you are at a point where you might be framed wrong. Another Alex Hormozy kind of ism. he talks about framing. And if your frame, let's talk about this, I guess, in a frame, right? If your frame is not outwardly to help other people and be selfless a little bit, you're not going to be able to continually grow and further yourself. And I guarantee you that if you're focusing on other people, your growth, you won't even realize it until one day you're gonna be like, holy hell, look at how far we came. Look at what's happening. Look at the numbers. Look at the results. Look at what's happening. People are actually enjoying my shit. And for every order, you're gonna realize someone is wearing your t-shirt. Someone is listening to your podcast. Someone is buying your product or service. And you're like, holy shit, someone actually, like, it's exciting. Whereas if you look at it from numbers or money or fame or subscribers, it's like, oh, I don't have a lot of subscribers. Who cares? Again, I don't know if I've referenced this. I probably have in another podcast episode, but I was in the sauna and I met this dude. I always talk in the sauna with people. And this guy, he resells clothing, which is a really cool kind of side hustle. And he had like 2,000 followers. And he's like, yeah, I wish I had a lot more followers. It's kind of like a currency thing. It's kind of like a clout thing. And I'm like, I asked him, I said, if you had those 2,000 people in the gym here, right? Like all of the gym, would they fit? And he's like, no. And I'm like, okay. I said, I only have, and this was, before the podcast or around the time I was starting it. Actually, it was around the time I think I did the first and second episode. I said, I only have about, 200 subscribers or 200 followers on Instagram. I said, imagine trying to put 200 people in this locker room, let alone in this sauna. And he's like, yeah, you're right. But he was looking at me like, dude, you're weird. And I don't understand. I was at a misunderstanding. Like, how is your mind shift changed from thinking of numbers as just like a clout thing versus as numbers, as real people, real people's accounts, real people's lives, real people's journeys, real people's stories? It doesn't matter the number that you have, but it matters if you're able to help, influence, entertain another person. And if I ever forget that, you guys put down in the comments below, DM me, be like, you've forgotten what you've talked about. Because to me, that is something that I genuinely care about for people. So I want to thank you guys for listening. I'm your host, Joshua Salgado. This has been the Absolutely Cosmic Podcast. If you want to be part of a worldwide mission to generate a population, oh, that sounds terrible. If you want to be part of a worldwide mission to build a community of impeccable individuals focused on self-improvement from a nerdy perspective, please do subscribe or follow on whatever 14 different platforms we're on for the podcast down below. Share it with a friend. And remember, we're on every single damn platform. So if you want to watch me rambling into a microphone on YouTube with a video, I'm here. And if you want to listen to me on Apple, Spotify, iTunes, whatever, everything except for your grandma's Nokia, I'm there. Again, Mondays at 12 a.m., midnight, a new episode's dropped every week. And we're probably looking to do it bi-weekly, potentially soon. So again, I want to thank you guys for listening. Thank you, the viewers, for being so passionate. Peace, guys.
Thank you for listening. Consider absolutely smashing the subscribe button for more content like this.